Good morning, friends. In previous lecture, we discussed about VHDL implementation or VHDL modeling of combinational and sequential circuits. We have implemented various combinational and sequential circuits, and we have also discussed what to do and what not to do while modeling VHDL modeling of combinational and sequential circuits. In today's lecture, we will discuss about finite state machine and implementation of finite state machine using VHDL language. Before going to start VHDL modeling of finite state machine, let's understand what is meant by finite state machine or FSM. An FSM is used to model a system that transits among a finite number of internal states. The transition depends on current state and input and external input. The main application of FSM means finite state machine is to act as controller of a medium to large digital system. Now, what it consists of? Finite state machine, it consists of different states, means defining the states for the given circuit diagram, then defining next state and output function, means how this state machine transits from one state to another state and what will be the output function after the end of that states. Third, it consists of optimization and minimization of these states so that we can achieve the different aspects of VLSI design. Hence, FSM is nothing but it acts as a controller or it acts as a machine which is designed by using the states, and we have to draw the state diagram, which is a graphical representation of these states. It consists of transition of states from one state to another state, and at the end of every state it must consist of the output function, or what will be the how output will be changed at the end of this function. And again, we have to learn some strategies how to optimize these state machines by using the different methods. Hence, manual optimization or minimization, it is a practical for small FSM only. Means we can minimize or optimize the small FSM, which consists of smaller number of states. It is difficult to optimize the FSM having large number of states. These FSMs are classified into the two types, Moore FSM and Mealy FSM. Already you learned what is meant by Moore and Mealy FSM in second year, but till we will discuss about this. Moore FSM, it is the FSM in which output is function of present state only. In given circuit diagram, you can see there are the three different blocks. First, next state function, second, present state register, and third is the output function. Inputs are provided to the next state function. Output of the next state function is given to the present state register. Present state register, it is a sequential circuit where clock and resets are provided, and output state function is provide your outputs, and there is a feedback from present state register output to the next state function. Here in this case, final output is function of only present state. Okay, this is about the Moore FSM. Similarly, if we understand the Mealy FSM, this is somewhat different. Here output does not only function of present state, but it is also the function of inputs only. Input also. Hence, output is function of present state as well as input. Hence, there is a slight change in this diagram. Hence, output function is also connected to the input. Means input are provided to the output function. Hence, output is a function of input as well as present state. Now, once you understand the types of finite state machine, that is Moore and Mealy FSM, then you have to select what type of Moore machine or Mealy machine is suitable for your design. Then the first step of designing this FSM is a state diagram. Now all of you familiar with the state diagram. You also drawn the state diagram in second year subject digital logic design. Let's understand the state diagram. It is a graphical representation of the state transition from one state to another state, and at the state transition happens depending on input as well as the present state, and at the end of that state you will observe the output function. Hence let's understand the state diagram, how to draw the state diagram for Moore machine. Here the given figure shows the state diagram for Moore machine. Here in circle you can provide state as well as output, means the particular state has the output, that output is provided, because in Moore machine output depends only on present state, it does not depend on input. Hence output is a constant here, means output function is constant. Hence for given state you have to provide the output inside the circle only. Hence how many states in your circuit diagram, means how many states in your state diagram, you have to provide the output inside the circle only. And you have to provide conditions on the transition path, means for which transition condition the state 1 is transits from state 1 to state 2, means next state. Hence next state function is provided here, and this transition condition is provided on the transition path. Similar way, second transition condition is provided when the state 2 is transits from state 2 to the state 1. Hence this is the way of representation of Moore machine state diagram. Now there is a difference for state diagram in the Mealy machine. Here output is a function of present state as well as input. Hence inside the circle you have to provide only state numbers, and on the transition path you have to provide the transition conditions and the outputs, means the output changes only when the transition condition is going to be changed, and states means present state and the inputs, means transition condition is nothing but here input conditions. Similar way in second transition path you have to provide the second transition condition, means inputs and the output, which is applicable when the state 2 is transits from state 2 to the state 1 depending on the transition conditions. Let's see the example of Moore FSM. Here Moore FSM, we have provided the sequence. Here we have drawn the state diagram for Moore FSM that recognize the sequence 1 0. Here let's understand how to detect the sequence 1 0. Now here the sequence 1 0, here to detect the sequence 1 0, consider bits single bit at a time, means single input at a time. Initially the state diagram is in the first condition, that is S0. As it is a Moore FSM, output are provided inside the circle, and once the sequence is detected, then at the last state you will get the output 1, and for remaining states you will get the output 0. Hence in first state you have provided the output 0, S0 oblique 0. S0 is the present state and 0 is the output. Initially consider when input is 0, it will wait for the same states to detect the sequence 1. Okay, when sequence 1, when the input 1 of the sequence detected, then it will transit from S0 to S1. At that time again output 0, because whole sequence is not detected. And at the S1 state, when the again sequence 1 is applied, it will wait for the next state to wait for the next sequence to appear. Otherwise it will wait at the same state, and when the next bit or input from the sequence 0 is detected, it will transit from S1 to S2, and at that time at the S2 our whole sequence is detected, that is a 1 0, and you have to write output 1 at the inside the circle of S2. And at S2, if again after the sequence 1 0 again 1 appear, then again it will move from S2 to S1, because already 1 is detected here, hence it will move toward the S1. And if zero input appears after the sequence, that it will move toward the first state, means it will transit from S2 to H0. Hence here H0 means no elements of the sequence detected. S1 1 is observed and S2 is 1 0 is observed, means sequence 1 0 is completed at the S2. This is about the Moore equation. In this way you can draw the state diagram for the sequence 1 0. This is the state diagram for the Mealy FSM. Here Mealy FSM that recognize the sequence 1 0, means we have taken the same sequence. Only here change is that here we will require lesser number of state compared to the Moore machine. Okay, in first state, when it is in the first state, that is H0, when no elements of the sequence observed or detected. Okay, and when zero input of the sequence appears, at that time it will wait at the same state, and when one appears it will switch from S0 to S1, and at that time output of the that state is 0, means only one sequence is detected. And when another 0 is again detected, it will move from S1 to S0, means at the first state, because sequence is observed, one is observed, and again then 0 input of the sequence is detected, then it will transit from S1 to S0, and output of that function becomes 1, means output function becomes 1. Hence it will require one lesser number of state. And when it is in the state S1, at that time if again one appears of the sequence, then it will wait for the same state till next 0 appears. At that time output is 0. Hence Mealy FSM requires smaller number of tests or lesser number of state compared to the Mealy FSM. This is the simple input-output waveform for the Moore and Mealy machine. Here you can observe first waveform is for clock, second is for input sequence, third is for states, then output, then means third is for Moore state and output, and fourth is for Mealy state and output. Here you can observe the Moore sequence is detected at S2, okay, and Mealy sequence detected after the S1, means it is faster. Mealy sequence is faster compared to the Moore sequence. Means from the output, when the output is generated, at that time from this you can observe the faster and less slower FSM. Hence if we compare these two outputs, we will conclude that, or we can say that Mealy is faster compared to the Moore. Hence if we compare this Moore and Mealy FSM can be functionally equivalent, means both are used to implement the FSMs. Hence equivalent Mealy FSM can be derived from the Moore FSM, and vice versa, means equivalent Moore FSM can be detected from the Mealy FSM. Mealy FSM has the richer description, and usually it requires smaller number of states. Thus we discuss about this. Because Mealy FSM is faster, it is implemented by using the smaller number of states. Hence it requires the smaller number of circuit area to implement the same. Mealy FSM compute the output as soon as the input is going to be changed. Means as input is going to be changed, it will compute the output, because output is a function of present state as well as input. Hence Mealy FSM responds one clock cycle sooner than equivalent to the Moore FSM. Hence this is the reason why Mealy FSMs are faster, because they respond to the one clock cycle earlier with respect to the Moore FSM. Hence output, we will get the output earlier at the earlier clock edge. Moore FSM has no combinational path between input and output. There is no combinational path in the Moore FSM. Hence Moore FSM is less likely affect to the critical path of the entire circuit. This is the advantage of Moore FSM, means it does not affect the critical path of the entire circuit, because it has no combinational path between the input and output. Type, if we compare for type of control signal, if signal is a age sensitive signal or level sensitive. For age sensitive signal, example enable signal of the counter, we can use both FSM, Mealy or Moore, but Mealy is faster for that. And if we take the control signal is of level sensitive, that is write enable signal of the SRAM, at that time we can prefer the Moore, means Most probably for level sensitive signal you can use the Moore, and age sensitive signal you can use both, but Mealy is faster. If we compare again which FSM we should select for our design, if we compare both, Mealy FSM has fewer states, it requires smaller area to implement, and it responds one clock cycle earlier. But Moore has, it takes larger number of states, requires more area, but it has one advantage, that is it is safer because it is less likely to affect the critical path. Means critical path are, it does not affect because absence of the combinational circuit between the states. Hence now this is about the FSM state diagram, which machine should be selected for our design, Moore or Mealy. Now next is how to represent this machine in the VHDL language. The finite state machines, it can be easily described with the processes, because synthesis tool understand the FSM description if certain rules are followed. Means state transitions, it should be described in a process, sensitive to the clock and asynchronous reset signal winning. Means while describing the state machine using the using the VHDL language, processes plays the very important role. While inside the process we should describe these state transitions, and inside the process sensitivity list we can mention the signals like clock and asynchronous reset only. And output function, which is described using the rules for combinational logic as a concurrent statement, means when output is going to be changed depending on the present input or state, present state and input, or only present input, it all these statements should be described using the concurrent statement, or it can be described using the process with all inputs in the sensitivity list. This is the way of representation of FSM in VHDL. Means you can use the process, you can use the concurrent statement. In the sensitivity list you have to mention the clock and asynchronous signals, or you can you have to mention all the inputs in the sensitivity list. Okay, this is the again block diagram of the Moore FSM. Here you can see which part we should represent by using concurrent statement in the Moore in VHDL modeling. In VHDL modeling, the last portion you can see, that is the output function, it should be represented by the concurrent statements, and the upper portion, that is a present state, next state, these are represented by using the process statement, because they are sensitive to the clock and reset signals. Yes, from this you can understand how we can represent the Moore FSM in the VHDL. Means upper portion, which consists of next state function and present state register, it should be described inside the process because these are sensitive to the clock and reset. And final output function, which generate the output equation, it should be represented by the concurrent statement. Similar way, if we observe the Mealy FSM, again upper portion, which is including the next state function, present state register, next state and present state, it all should be represented by the process. These are sensitive to the clock and reset. And upper lower portion, output function, which is represented by the concurrent statements. Let's take the same example, and this same example we are going to declare, means that is a sequence which is Moore FSM that recognize the sequence 10. Already we have discussed this example. Now our aim is to represent the VHDL to represent this example or Moore FSM by in VHDL language. Okay, once you declared the library declaration statement, entity declaration statement, and after the architecture you have to declare your type state. Okay, means how many states are present in the given circuit diagram, or in given state diagram there are the 3 states, S0, S1, S2. Hence we have to declare here type state is S0. After the architecture you have to declare this type state is S0, S1, S2 semicolon. Then you have to declare one signal that represent the states, and signal Moore underscore state colon state. Means Moore state is a state either of S0, S1 or S2 because it is of the type state. Then next is a process. Process label is optional, U underscore Moore. Process, inside the process represent clock inside the sensitivity list, write down the clock and reset. Begin. Now always remember, reset is asynchronous here. Hence, first of all, we will check the reset. If reset equal to 1, then Moore state is equal to H0. Means when reset is active, at that time it will wait at the same state H0. Moore state H0. Else if clock till event and clock equal to 1, means clock equal to 1 and clock till event, then we will check one by one when the state diagram is in the states by using the case statement, means sequential statement. Case Moore state is when H0, means when the state is S1, H0, at that time we will check the input if input is 1 or 0. If input is 1, then Moore state is S1, means first input of the sequence detected, means when input is 1, it will transit from H0 to S1, hence Moore state is assigned S1. Else if input is not 1, means 0, then Moore state should be the first state, means it is in the wait condition. End of the if. Then go to the next state. When Moore state is S1, at that time again it will check the input 0 and 1. If input is 0, then Moore state is S2, because second input of the sequence is 0. Hence when input is detected, Moore state is assigned S2. Else Moore state is assigned S1. End of the if. When third state is S2. When S2, at that time if input is 0, then Moore state is assigned H0. Here in state diagram you can see when input is now we are in the state S2, and when input is 0, it will transit from S2 to H0, means it will go to the first state. Otherwise it will return to the same state. Hence when Moore state is S2, at that time if input is 0, then Moore state is H0, else Moore state is S1, means here when we are in the state S2, at that time when sequence when 1 is detected, again it will transit from S2 to S1, and this is written inside the VHDL code. End of the if, end of the case, end of the if, and end of the process. How many times you have written the if statement, you have to end it all. And finally, after end process, you have to mention the output function, when output function is going to be changed. Output is 1 when Moore state is S2, because inside the diagram we can say when output is 1 when we are in the state S2, otherwise output is 0. When output is 1 when Moore state is S2, otherwise else 0. This is about VHDL representation of Moore machine. Similar way we can represent the VHDL representation of Mealy machine. Here we have also taken the same example which we will discuss before. Now our aim is to write the VHDL code for the given Mealy FSM. Again, starting with the type state is, here only 2 states are required to represent the Mealy FSM. Hence type state is S0, S1. Signal Mealy state of the type state. Mealy state is represents the present state of the circuit machine. Then process clock, reset. Begin. If reset equal to 1, then Mealy state is equal to H0. Means when reset is 1, Mealy state is first state. Else if we will check the clock equal to 1 and clock till event, then case Mealy state is, now we have to check the state. When it is in the H0, then we will check the input. If input is equal to 1, then Mealy state is S1. Else Mealy state is H0. Means when input 1 is detected, it will transit from H0 to S1. Hence we have written Mealy state is assigning S1, else Mealy state is assigning 0. Else means when input is 0. End of the if. Now in this way you can declare here, okay, sorry, one slide is missing. Okay, after that we will when we are in the state S1, at that time we will check if input is equal to 1, at that time Mealy state is equal to S1, else Mealy state is equal to S0. It will goes to the first state. And output at every state, when output becomes 1, here output becomes, and we have to mention in the every transition, we have to mention the when first transition occurs, output function is assigning 0. and when last transition occurs when output function is assigning 1. Okay, hence you can mention this. In this way, we can represent, means we can write the VHDL code for Moore and Mealy FSM, and this is also known as VHDL implementation of the FSM. FSMs are very important in real-time applications of the VHDL language, because when we are going to use the programmable logical devices to implement the different types of controller, at that time you first of all you have to understand the uh, you have to draw the state diagram for the given machines or a given controller, and then you have to write the VHDL code for the given circuits, and for that you should or you must know the VHDL represent, how to represent the state diagram into the VHDL. Hence, this is all about financial state machines, and this is the real-time applications for various electronic circuits. Thank you.